Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and on this episode, I'm going to be fixing a Corolla Camry. I don't remember, it's been a few hours since I put in the VIN number. You'll know because you saw the title probably. Normally I charge more to do something same day. And then if people tell me like, oh hey, I think it's my alternator, sometimes I'll waive the diagnosis fee and just go and replace the alternator. And then sometimes I'll charge them to diagnose it. Either way, depends on the situation. So I was feeling in a good mood today, and I told this person, normal price, no diagnosis, I'll come replace their alternator. Glad I did. Nice young guy out here just starting his career, and let's get his alternator fixed. He said all of his lights came on, it barely got backed up into its spot. Sounds like the alternator to me. I'm gonna double check it before I replace it, but I've already picked up the alternator. I'm actually a little bit later in the day than I was hoping. It's already hot, but I've got a good angle for the sun with my umbrella, so I'm not too worried now. And that's just because I had to wait on the part because it was 2 miles down the road instead of half a mile at the hub, and I accidentally ordered that instead of going to pick it up there. It was stuck on a truck for like 2-3 hours, so I could have easily just picked it up hours ago, but they didn't have it anymore. Let's go check that. I did bring a belt, but their belt looks fine, so I'm just gonna reuse the old one. Tensioners are easy to replace on this. Alternator is easy to replace. Not even replace the tensioner, just take the belt off and replace that, but loosen the tensioner is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I don't want to use rebuilt alternators really anymore. Had some bad experiences, so I got a new one. Have had good luck with those, and let's go ahead and do this Woods brake. Okay, so first things first, let's test the battery. I'm assuming it's gonna need to be jumped either way. If it barely made it here. Alright, this video is going to be sponsored by AstroAI. This thing didn't even back up all the way into its spot. Okay, first good look at this. Nice size. These things just keep getting smaller and smaller. This thing still puts out a ton. So this has 37 watt-hour battery, and it puts out 1500 amps. That's just as much as those other ones, just in a more compact size. That's crazy. The S8 Ultra. There you go right there, 12 volts, 1500 amps. That's crazy. And of course these always double as power banks, and let's check out this built-in flashlight. A lot of times the boost button is built into these controllers. That's what you want to see though, as a boost button. You could start a car without a battery if you have a boost mode. Yep, there you go. That battery light's on. That alternator. I mean, that car will tell you right there. Just go put a new one in. Alright guys, this AstroAI is nice. If you want one of these, make sure you check out the link in the description of the pinned comment for an extra special deal. Well, now I'm going to start getting at this alternator. It's actually a pretty easy alternator to replace. Couple bolts holding it in place. It was a little bit tight getting out, and those bolts were a little tricky, but I got to it. Let's check it out. right, I got that cleaned up. Let's pack up, put that jump starter back on here and get this thing charged up so we can drive it home. That battery light's already off. All right, let's let this run for a few minutes. It should just need like 5 minutes at most to fully charge up because it wasn't all the way dead. I'm not too worried about it. It's only 2 years old anyways. Once that idle drops down and it warms up, then I'll just go ahead and turn it off, disconnect it, but not the battery.